Welcome to a brand new video to the channel, and welcome back a old friend. Escaping Free to Play has logged back in, and that can only mean one thing. We are here with a brand new series for you guys. Now, we did mention on the XP video a couple of days ago that we're going to be talking through multiple ways of making money with skills for XP. Now, what I thought I'd do, rather than do it on the main account and talking for the Grand Exchange like we would normally do and go through all the different methods, Escaping Free to Play is going to go and make a big purchase of a bond. And over this 2-week period of a bond, we are going to go through all the different money makers and stuff you can do leading up to a XP live, along with all the money makers you can do while the XP is actually live itself. Because a lot of people think that investments and stuff like that, as soon as the XP started, to dump everything and that prices don't change and methods don't get any better because everyone's skilling. That is very wrong. Like, sometimes methods can be their absolute peak during a XP when people want supplies and the supplies are very limited on the Grand Exchange. So we've enlisted the Escaping Free to Play accounts to finally get out of Free to Play again. As you can see though, he has been a little bit busy on Free to Play. He has been smithing away some rune darts. But we are going to go and buy the bond now, make the investment, and we are going to have 2 weeks of content on the Escaping Free to Play account. I'll be uploading daily, so these will be live. So one big thing for you guys to get involved in this series: 1, hit that subscription button. 2, like the video. Again, the more likes on the video, the more I try and pump out the content for you guys. And also comments. We want comments on ideas for money making, ideas for skilling, supplies that you think will be really good in terms of like profit and GP and stuff, to try and make this as best series as possible. Now, when we did Escaping Free to Play last time, we absolutely peaked in terms of money making and we pulled out 400 mil total account worth. Now, if we currently look at the tracker here, we're at 408 mil, which is actually pretty good. But what I want to do with this time round, I want to see if we can beat that. Now, I'm quite lucky that the Group Iron Man series we're currently doing, I have quite a lot of AFKing to do. And also, due to kind of the demand and the viewership on it, I'm going to sort of like push the Group Iron Man content for the week into 2 and 3 episodes per week, which we just do as additional content. So you'll have your Escaping Free to Play episode and possibly a Group Iron Man video on top as well. If you haven't seen a Group Iron Man, make sure to click that link in the corner and you'll be linked to the playlist and you can go and have a look there. But I just think Group Iron Man isn't really my content, and as much as I am enjoying the Group Iron Man, it's going down fantastically well with like the group and stuff. We're really enjoying it. This is the kind of stuff I really enjoy, like trying to make some GP, trying to make money, and more importantly, trying to help you guys out with any sort of ideas or any sort of very niche money making methods I can think of or find. Just help you guys make a little bit more GP, enjoy the game more, and make that little process of getting the GP to buy your skills as easy as possible. But that's basically the series. 2 weeks, a bond. How much can we make, and can we break that 400 mil target we've set ourselves? Again, this account really did smash the 2 previous series it's done. But we're back for season 3, 2 weeks on the account, and let's see what we can do. Now, before we jump into pay to play, let's just talk through the accounts, because what the main goal of the last season is that we made so much money that towards the back end, actually I can smith some darts while we're doing this. Towards the back end, we thought more towards rounding the account out in terms of stats rather than make more money. We'd already made 400 mil. 400 mil was a massive achievement, and rather than like go out on the rest of the XP, when like profits were waning, we decided to use that XP to focus on some stats to give us some more money making availability for the next time we're going to do this. So we have 80 smithing, and again, smithing has been a fantastic way to make some GP for this account. We do have a stock at the minute of 2,000 rune bars, which we bought for about 8k, because rune dart tips are just going to be huge profit for this XP weekend. Fletching, 110 fletching is going to be on the back of it, so it's going to be a lot of money. So that is what we've been doing, and sort of like a little bit here and there. It's just been AFKing the smithing for the dart tips. So we're 79 smithing, and we'll definitely get 80, which is a nice little benchmark to be fair. We invested a bit of profit and a bit of time to get level 81 herb. Now this was done with the idea of brews being profit, but at the minute I'm going to go and like focus on supers. When we did the video the other day, super attacks were very good, super defenses, super strengths. So we'll look at herb as a way to make some GP. We also got to level 80 crafting. Now with 80 crafting, we can focus on urns, battle staffs, loads of different things, so that is very nice. 80 crafting was basically how we made a big chunk of our money in free to play, and if you're looking to get to free to play, my basic way to do it is get the availability to do rune smithing. There's definitely ways to get rune smithing, knight sword, and then work your way up from there. but crafting does make bank, and bones to bananas as well. Bones to bananas is very good for the GP as well. Level 80 fletching was the bit of the rogue choice for us to go and get. Now, I don't know how much fletching is going to make us profit in terms of a leading up to a double XP, but we've got the availability if we need to fletch as well. 63 mage is simply from bones to bananas, and we made a lot of money with bones to bananas, but enchanting and the ability to enchant as well can give us some sort of side money if we want to do it. And we can also add for profit, not that you'd really want to, but the option is there as well. And then finally, the sort of money maker, which I think will pull out quite a bit, is 90 construction. We got 90 construction simply from making frames. In making frames, depending on what sort of direction we're going to take going forward, could possibly get us like 90. We could get 99 if we wanted to focus that hard on frames. I don't really want to, but it is an idea. Now, in terms of like extra skills to sort of branch out and make a little bit more money from, the only thing I'm massively considering is necromancy. Only because that opens the ability to do like inks and stuff like that. And because necromancy now applies to a double XP weekend, I have a feeling that that'd be a bit more open to making a little bit more GP than normal. But other little things I'm going to do, I'm going to go and buy some Silverhawk so we can do a little bit of agility XP as well. Again, the life in hours on this account is very, very low. It's really, really not very high. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I don't want to sort of drag this talking out too long. But again, I will make sure to link the previous series of these accounts. Again, we have 2 seasons. We have when we've escaped free-to-play, doing free-to-play only money-making methods, which I will attach that series. And then we have our first bond membership on the account, where we absolutely blew up our account value and worth. As you can see, I bought a little bit of Lumite, and it was selling quite high the other day, and it's now gone crashing down. But it is what it is. We'll make that back. But we're going to go and purchase a bond. Now, a bond at the minute is pricey. It's 145 mil. So at minimum, we need to make 150 mil. But like we've said before, we want to earn a considerable amount more than that. Now, while the majority of this will be skilling, there will be times where we are looking to do flips, buying stuff on the cheap, selling stuff at the highest price, just to make sure we get the most value out of our accounts as well. But yeah, let's whack on 5% and hopefully, yes, it does. Ouch, that's painful. Don't do that. Buy it for mid. Don't be like me. But that's cost us an extra 7 mil. But bank as well, while we're here, again, we've got loads of skilling stuff from the last time. I will try as best I can, like divine locations and other levels. If I can level up the account doing other stuff as well, I will always try and do that as well, just to balance the account out, because you never know. A year or two down the line, this might be a viable alt, this might be a viable account to play. You guys might want another series on it, but I try and keep the bank as minimum as possible. So as you can see, really, really not a lot of stuff dotted around. But we now have the bond, so we are going to now be committed, redeem the bond. We are going to go for it. We want membership. We want 14 days. Confirm. We're in. That is 14 days membership. From this point, this is currently Monday the 11th, so we now have till the 25th to see how much we can do on this account. We'll get the best part of probably like 7 to 8 days of double XP, which I am really, really happy with. And yeah, let's just see what we can do. Again, we're not after levels, we're not after XP. We are sheerly here to show you guys money-making methods, see how much GP we can get. Yes, we'll get some skill levels across, but this will be a money-making series. All those videos we made about do this crafting level, do this herblore method, we're going to do it live, and we're actually doing this account to prove to you guys you can make GP. And you can make GP really easy, and because we've got demand, we are going to do it. So let's hop over. Now, during the next 2 weeks, if you guys see me, whether that's in World 84, World 92, make sure to shout me out. Let me know you guys are watching the videos, because I'd love to hear from you guys. Any suggestions as well in them comments. What do you want me to do? Where do you want me to go? And what I'll be doing with this account. If this account is ever AFKing, I'll be doing something active on the group Iron Man. In terms of 7-day bond, I've got enough content to get up to where it is, but it did hit a bit of a pinch point. So another video is going to come out about that later on. But yeah, so the first big move I'm going to do, I'm going to clear all these spiffing items first. And then I'm going to have a bit of a play, because I need to start to utilize my GP. I don't think at the minute Rune Dart prices are good enough. 600 GP when the last double XP, they went considerably higher. So I'm just going to have a bit of a think and put a game plan out. I'm going to finish this info so I can just get rid of them. And also use my bonus XP. So I'm going to come when this info of darts are finished. And when I'm probably level 80 smithing. And then we're going to go for the Grand Exchange. Put a little bit of a plan together. Wrap up today, because this will be the startup where I'm looking for suggestions from you guys. Again, We're going to keep this one day ahead of itself for the next 2 weeks. And yeah, I'll have a little think of my plan. We'll have a little sort of delve around the Grand Exchange and look at some prices. We'll wrap the episode up. That'll be episode 1. And then tomorrow I'll talk through some of the comments from the videos today. But I'll come back to you guys when we've finished this info. We're at the Grand Exchange, have a little bit of a delve and explore. And we'll come back from there. Okay, so all of those rune darts have been smithed. And the 2000 rune bars I have in the furnace storage, those are going to be my AFK time. So whenever I'm doing editing or I need to be away from the keyboard, I will simply just be making rune darts and we'll be getting quite a bit of profit from there. I think it's important, and I had a good comment the other day which basically said, when should I sell my items? Really, my best advice to you is to keep an eye on the prices and then just sort of watch the prices over the next couple of days, and you'll start to see when it either stops rising, which is probably when I would look to sell, or when it starts to decline. Sometimes prices can bounce depending on like what skill it is. The best price can be like during the double XP, but most prices, when it starts to trickle downwards or just goes flat and stops like rising, that's when I would sort of take my time to look and think, right, okay, maybe it's best for me just to transfer out from here. Right, so that's going to be basically AFK, is going to be for smithing. Along with smithing as well, I'm pretty sure we'll do some frames. The one I'm going to concentrate most is magic. Now, the reason why I do magic, I'll have a look at you as well, is because magic always seems to be like the best value. Like, considering like the price you're going to pay for you versus the price you're going to pay for Elder, magic is quite well priced. And as you can see there, it's just touching 90k at the minute. And for whatever reason, magic refined planks always seem to sell. He says that before actually going to test the price. So this is where I'm going to shoot myself in the foot by claiming that now. But if we can get these for sort of like 20-ish K, like there, 20-ish K, so like a minute, magic frames, you're going to be making like 29k per go, and that's just before the double XP. And frames always seem to tail off. So if I was to get into frames, which I am going to get into frames, I'm going to buy 6k. I get in early, get the profit, and then get moving from there. Again, like it depends how much of a volume is on the Grand Exchange. These might not buy, which is why I'm not going to put all of my eggs in one basket. If I need to cash out that Lumite, I can go a little bit, well, I need to go a little bit lower. But also, like, making rune bars can also make profit. But I don't really want to sort of stick to one thing. So, yeah, if we need to, we can get out. We can get a little bit of GP in springs, actually, which is a nice thing. So, one thing which was good on the Herblore video was super attacks. So, super attacks, I actually managed to sell one for about 7.5k, which does mean that they're up. They're not so much up anymore. They have come down since, which is why you always need to, like, if you can ever spot a time it's going to go up, just capitalise then. One which does always seem to work pretty well for me as well, super defence, 8.5, and a Cadentine is 3.4, and a white berry is going to be 2.5. That's gone up, and I don't know why it's gone up, because it's on the new monsters drop table as well. 2.6. Wow, so they are up. So 2.6, 6k, yeah, 2.5k each. That's not too bad. Again, it's really weird because we're looking for money makers, which is better than that. But it's enough for us to grind on to start with. Like, it just starts chipping away while other stuff starts to buy. Some other things I'm looking for is emerald rings and rings of dueling, because again, for whatever reason, rings of dueling can be just the most stupid price in the world. 4.9 for an emerald ring of dueling. See here, like, even if you just buy for mid price, like the profit here. So we were looking at making like money with Herblore, like for, let's say, like a cosmic's going to cost me 500, 5.5, and that is going to be 2.7 just doing enchanting as well. So enchanting could be good. That's another method, so maybe we can try and lowball some rings. Let's see what the lowest sell price for a ring is. 4.6. Also, let's make it a little bit more. That's fine. We can make something like 3k with that. But again, like, there are two money makers we can do. We can do some enchanting of the emerald rings, which is quite AFK actually. I do like doing that as a method. Let's see what we were looking at a while ago. We were fletching. Oh no, yes, we bought fletching supplies. Right, Ultra Compost as well is a good play, so I need to buy some more Pyroclast. We have got some in the bank, but this goes very, very quick. And also, it's a bit of a pain to buy, so let's just check. 882. Pyroclast. Let's get 5 in. Botanist Amis are an interesting one now because the Jade Jewellery have come onto the new Slayer monster. Now, seeing that the price of the old white berries haven't gone down, I wonder if this has been affected. 17k, so it's over mid-price. But if we can just find a jade amulet price, still doesn't buy, okay. So maybe it hasn't really fixed the volume of prices there. I wonder if jade buys a bit more. Because again, like making botanist amulets from scratch can be very lucrative as well. But the problem was you could never really buy the jade. It was always really awkward to get decent volumes of jade. So 3.2k. So I'm going to bite on that. And let's just put an offer in for 1,000 and see if they buy. Wow, they did. Okay. What's the price for silver bar nowadays? Yeah, do that. So we're probably in 5 points. So I think by the time we've bought some wool and cosmic rune, you'll probably be about 8k. So you'll make 9k for a botanist amulet. Yes, it's very labor intensive, but again, like making the amulets, very AFK. So I think we'll buy it there. So that's going to cover the options. So for the time being, I'm going to smith rune darts in the time I need to go and edit. We're going to be making jade amulets to turn into botanist amulets. We've got some offers in for some refined planks to see how they sell. We've still got plenty of time to get into herb lore. We're buying pyroclast to do our it's ultra compost. We're buying pyroclast to do ultra compost, which is going to be like 5 mil per day. So really, ultra compost should hopefully cover like half that bond. Just by doing it every day, which I am going to try and keep doing it every day. That in my dailies and my divine locations, just to round the account out of things I'm going to be looking to do. And yeah, so I'm going to round this episode off. Again, pretty long first episode, and if you have come to the end, thank you so much for watching all the way through. Any suggestions, drop in the comments. If you're brand new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. It really, really does help me out. Like the video as well, and again, we'll be making a brand new playlist for this third attempt at using this account, to see how much we can make from here with our very limited skills, which we have shown through all the videos of the skills we've got. Again, this is going to be daily uploads. So yes, the rest of today I'm going to use for tomorrow, but you know, that's going to be the plan really. We've got a little bit ahead of ourselves and we're going to be working on this account while AFKing the Iron Men as well. But if you're looking forward to it, drop the like, drop any comments or suggestions you got. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.